Number one, yes, I'm filming on my iPad, but it's because of a good reason. I found I found on Therian territory a guide on the therains, and I found a specific part that I'd like to react on camera to for some reason. So let me start screen recording. No, don't go to camera.
Could be animal related, so it's important to look up the definitions of other kinotherapy and compare the two. But there's also theriomythic, and there's
Okay, someone who identifies as an wait, but it's on a spiritual level. So, I mean, the reason I say this type of stuff is because, of course, my school, as I have mentioned in other videos, my school found my channel. Hi. I don't know why you guys are stalking me. It's kind of creepy. But I kind of do some of these videos just for them so that they don't specifically like trying to clear it up so that they stop being at least a little bit less mean, you know? Obviously it's not working, but you never know. And they're probably going to confront me about this, but oh well. I kind of have given up. I mean, you only live once.
fiction kin. There's a lot of different terms out there that may describe your experience a lot better. The last thing you should do before you start questioning whether you are a therian or not is realize that therapy is a different experience for everyone. What I mentioned at the beginning of the video is like a very strict definition of what therapy means, and so long as you hold on to that definition, everything that strays from that, everything that you may experience that is different than other people is totally okay. You're totally free to identify as a therian in whichever way you want. So long as you hold on to the definition I've given you before, that it is an involuntary experience, it's not a choice to be a therian, and you have to experience some type of non-human behavior in order to call yourself a therian. But the first question you have to ask yourself in order to figure out if you are a therian or not is, do I experience non-human behavior involuntarily? Now there are a couple of tips I can give you in order to figure this out about yourself. First of all, it is important to realize that you are human.
I know.
You are still physically human no matter what you identify as. That means that you still have human instincts and human behavior. And humans are animals, just like every other animal out there. Therefore, we have our own instincts and our own roots because we used to descend from apes. So what I advise you to do is to research the instincts and the behaviors of humans, or apes for that matter, and realize what kind of things about yourself are simply human. It's kind of to differentiate the human behavior from your potential non-human behavior. It is, however, important to realize that not all therianthropic behavior specifically is non-human, right? Because it
now human instincts. What are 7 basics? Seeking, anger, fear, panic, grief, lust, play.
case that you happen to experience something that humans typically also do. However, you experience it in a very highlighted way, in such a way that you feel like it's so strong that it's probably not even fully tied to your human self. That's totally okay, but if you can tie everything you experience to very normal human behavior or instinctual behavior of humans or apes, then perhaps consider that it might not exactly be therapy. To give some examples of this, we happen to be very social creatures. We are omnivores, meaning that we also have our predatory urges. As humans have a natural attraction to nature because that's just where we come from, and seeing a site that gives all sources that you need to live is very pleasant to us. That has been proven. So in conclusion, you kind of have to differentiate your human behavior from your non-human behavior, but it's okay if it sometimes merges a little bit. Another thing that you may want to do is look into the therian community and see what they express as common therian experiences. This may include behaviors, urges, instincts that are all not related to their human selves. But there's, for example, also an occurrence called a shift, where you go from a more human state to a more animal state in any way possible. And there's also an occurrence called species dysphoria, where you really feel sad and you feel sorrow over the fact that you live in a human world and live in a human body, while you actually want to be in the body and in the life of another animal. It is important that everything
I actually, whenever I was little, I used to be like, living in a dog's life must be so much easier, or living in a cat's life. So I've also, since I don't really like going outside, I've kind of been questioning a cat stereotype, even though I know that's really basic. But you never know. I mean, I'm just kind of questioning about everything at this point. That's why I question being a polymorph, because too many creatures to be one. Or maybe it's just my brain being like, hey, I'm trying to tell you which one you are, but I can't exactly remember correctly, so I'm trying to like figure out which one feels the most correct. I don't know. So, therains, please comment on this video. I genuinely need help. Alright, let's get back to therian territory.
Mentioned, except for general non-human behavior, things like shifts and species dysphoria doesn't necessarily have to be your case. Not every therian experiences this. And also, if you only experience species dysphoria, for example, that will not make you a therian either. But they are common experiences in the therian community, so if you happen to experience it yourself, it might be a good indicator that there's something going on. So then you're kind of able to answer yourself the question, do I experience non-human behavior involuntarily? If the answer is no, you're probably just not a therian, and that is totally okay. You can go ahead and look into other kinds of alter human identities, or you can just embrace your beautiful, unique self. It doesn't necessarily have to be tied to any label. If the answer is yes, however, congratulations, you are experiencing therianthropy and you are free to call yourself a therian. So now you've come to realize that you are experiencing non-human behavior involuntarily, and that means that you are a therian.
Stop the video there and do research. I'm gonna do it on camera, but it's gonna be very quiet. So here I go. Let me just stop screen recording. Stop. Okay, screen recording starting. Someone who does not fit into the traditional standard which is considered human or does not identify as human. I don't think that's correct because Google wasn't correct about furries. I genuinely don't think it's correct, but I'm gonna look at it just so that, you know, to get a base, because it was kind of correct. So, LGBTQA is a choice, kind of. In some cases, it kind of is. Oh, by the way, I'm playing with ripoff of kinetic sand, so that's what's on my hands. But LGBTQA is not really the same thing, but okay. For various identities, okay. I'm definitely alter human. I'm pretty sure. Okay. What's the other one? What was the other one? You might want to look into.
So then you're kind of able to answer yourself the question, do I experience non-human behavior? Embrace your beautiful, unique self.
I looked at other hearted ones. Other hearted human verse. It's not a fandom. And how to describe a person who has fundamental connection to a species or a character. Does character count as an OC? I mean, OC is original character. Humans can think about certain things and are motivated by their instincts and intellectual ones. Animals are incapable of... I'm pretty... You know what? You see, the thing is, I haven't really, remembered my shifts, so I don't really know if I have had one or not. So I don't really know what they would be for me. Maybe that one. I'll remember it next time after this video and keep what the video said in mind. I'm kind of starting to think it's that one. Okay, experiences. I've got really strong phantom shifts of shadow, especially when I talk about it and whenever I'm in character. So getting a cosplay really helps, but I don't wear it because it's uncomfortable. But I get phantom shifts of the wings and the tails. And I've tried to change her design, but it just doesn't. I just can't change it, you know? So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Dear God. What's the other link? Voluntary. I'm a bit scared if people are doing it voluntary. Now that would make sense for I genuinely think that would then be the point where it gets a little weird. Because like no hate. I mean, I guess I support, but I mean, maybe it's referring to quadrabatics, which I'm okay with. I don't know. I don't know what to consider about this. I forgot to record the outro thingy. And, yeah. Hope everybody has a good day or night or afternoon. Just have a good life. Bye!